Hey, good morning, guys. I hope you guys are doing well this morning. It's about 10:30 a.m. Tuesday morning, 26 degrees. I did not photograph any of those parts last night. I ended up just doing a couple other things, but this is what I'm doing today. I'm going to be photographing these parts and pieces and whatnot, trying to research them. I only sold 3 items overnight, and the first item didn't come until about 2 o'clock in the morning. And I was starting to get just a little bit nervous because the USPS pickup request ends at 3 a.m. and I didn't want to schedule a request if I didn't have anything to ship. Although Richard usually comes anyway, but I like to have something to ship every day so that he comes and picks stuff up. So the first thing we got going out is this Stevie Wonder Songs in the Key of Life double LP. I listed this last night. Good shape. It sold for $24.95 plus $3.33 shipping. If you guys remember, about 2 weeks ago I picked up a New Wave oven and started listing the parts. This owner's manual with recipe books sold for $12.95 with free shipping. And then we sold this Looney Tunes hotspot set. It's basically just a coffee cup with and there's a little warmer to keep your coffee warm. I picked this up at a garage sale with a bunch of other stuff for 60 bucks. And I took an offer on it for $10 plus shipping. So that's all I got going on right now, guys. I'm going to get this stuff packed up, and we're going to get to work. Because I know you guys probably can't tell that well, but a Big Josh has got some chaos going on here. So we shall return shortly. Hey guys, I was just taking a look at my numbers, and it's been a pretty good day today. We're at $245. and 32 cents, and we just broke the $13,000 mark for the 90-day period, and we got 7 items going out, which I'll show you guys in a bit, and we're back to 99.9% from 99.7% on the store. If you guys want to check out my store, it's the Retro Junkie 1979. I've only got 2 negative feedbacks over the last 12 months, and both of them were complete bullshit. I actually had a guy purchase some toys from me, and he left me a negative feedback, and the only thing he said in the negative feedback was rip off. I'm thinking to myself, sorry you thought the price was too high, but you agreed to it. Some people are just dumb. Alright, so these are the 2 negative feedbacks that I've gotten over the last 12 months. One for those toys, and it was John Planning Nightmare Before Christmas trading figures. There were 6 pieces in the set, and the only thing they could tell me about the negative feedback was a ripoff. Okay, now this particular thing right here, this could be my fault, I guess. These were swabs that you use to clean your mouth, and I didn't realize that they were old. There was no expiration on the packaging. Even though I couldn't have known they were old, I kind of take responsibility for that. But basically, out of all the thousands of items that I've sold this year, those are the only 2 negative feedbacks that I've gotten because I care a lot about my customers and I'd like for them to be happy. So I do whatever I can usually to try to help a customer out. I think the one there with the toys was just a special kind of customer. I was talking to my new pal Chuck, the Backroad Bidder, today. He said something on the lines of, we're all crazy because we like picking through old junk. And I would have to agree with you, Chuck. Guys, if I could spend every last hour of my life in a thrift store that did nothing but put out really good items all of the time, I would be a happy man. Picking items to sell on eBay has been the passion of my life. I've had some successes and a lot of failures in my life, but eBay has been a constant success for me. I've never made lots and lots of money, but since 2015, eBay has been my only source of income, and it's gotten me through a lot of rough patches. So I'm grateful to have the successes that I do have on eBay. And if any of you out there want to make a living on eBay, you can do it too. However, it's not going to be easy because there are a lot of sharks like me out there that are very persistent. And in this game, persistence and consistency is king. But if you work really hard and you put in the time, you'll be fine. Tonight for dinner we had some leftover turkey, the same stuff that we had last night, and it was really good. I love the meat stuffing and all of those wonderful items. And then we watched a movie, and I can't remember what it was called. It had Mel Gibson playing Santa Claus in it, and there was this assassin trying to kill him. It was a bit strange, but it was all right. And then I hopped over on the Nurse Flipper's channel. Now, if you guys haven't heard of the Nurse Flipper, she's a part-time reseller, and I believe she's also a part-time nurse. And her name is Kat. And she has a really nice YouTube channel. She has a lot of great information. She takes care of people. She seems to me like just a very good human being in general. And she's very personable. She responds to the comments. She's just a nice person. And because she's so nice, she has a lot of subscribers. I think she has 2,000 or more. She might even have 3. But there was a live hangout tonight with over 130 people in it. So I thought I'd go over there and try to be social. Well, let me tell you something, guys. With 130 people in the chat room, there wasn't a whole lot of opportunity for Big Josh to be a social butterfly. So I figured I'd dip out of there and try to go do some eBay stuff. I don't generally go to many of the live hangouts. I've only ever been a guest on one. I mean, I don't mind being on a live hangout. The one that I was on before was more of a working hangout, so it was a little difficult to dialogue because everyone was working, and I like to chat. But I still had a great time. I enjoy going to Dave the Midwest Pickers live hangouts. I just like Dave. I think he's a great guy. Now, Dave's got that real good Michigan accent, and I really do enjoy it. One time he was joking around on his video, and he said in that thick Michigan accent, "What are you, some kind of wise guy?" Guys, and it cracked me up. And my pal Chuck over there doesn't have half a bad Midwest Wisconsin accent either. I like those Northeast accents. Boston has a really good one too. I'm just kind of a sucker for like the regional stuff, you know? Vintage stuff, regional stuff, I like all of it. Small town, American apple pie, that's just stuff that makes me feel happy. That's why I think vintage stuff makes me feel so happy, you know? I'm not sure if it's a real thing or not, or just something I imagine, but I kind of feel like all the vintage stuff reminds me of a time that was much better. The people were nicer. Kind of something like you'd see out of Norman Rockwell. If you ever look at Norman Rockwell art, it kind of makes you think, wow, this is the way America used to be. Who knows, guys? Maybe it's always been the same way. I guess we'll really never know. I did sell some stuff tonight. I've got 7 items going out tomorrow, and I want to pack them up tonight because it's my intentions to go to More Than a Thrift starting tomorrow. And I plan on waking all of you up early to take you with me. Who knows, guys? Who knows what the heck they've put out there? If they were closed on Monday and Tuesday and restocking the store, and I can be one of the first ones in, who knows what I could find tomorrow? There could be some goodies. Okay, guys, so the first thing we got going out is this vintage freeze alarm. And if you remember, I picked this up last week at More Than a Thrift for $1. And we sold it for $34.95 plus the buyer paid priority shipping. That was definitely a good find, guys. You're going to want to keep an eye out for those. I've never seen one before, but if you do see one, grab it. We sold this Cat Stevens Tea for the Tillerman vinyl LP, and this sold for $10.95 plus shipping. We also sold that Mr. Coffee. I told you guys last week I was going to go up on the price because they were selling so quickly. So I went ahead and asked $44.95 plus shipping, and it sold within a few days. So guys, you're going to want to look out for those. And if you get them in the summertime, just make sure you put them aside and list them in the winter. Or list them for $44.95 and wait on them. And then we sold this Casio dictionary, Thesaurus, and it sold for $19.95 free shipping. And then there was this plastic cupcake or muffin pen. I thought this was going to actually sell for more money. It did not. But we ended up selling it for $7 with free shipping. So I will not be picking those up again. And then we sold this Mario and Yoshi Nintendo DS protective case. It sold for $6, free shipping. And it sat around for a long time. So this thing's been listed since July 2nd, 2018. Good riddance. And then last night I listed those 5 pans for that Express Ready set that I showed in my last video. I put those together as a lot of 5, and they sold for $34.95, plus the buyer paid $10.90 shipping. So I would have to recommend the Ready Set Go as a Bolo item. However, you'll need to make sure that they have all of the plates. There was another one at the thrift store that I almost purchased, but it only included 2 plates. It was the same price of $8, so I don't think I'll be buying that one. So I'm going to go ahead and pack up this stuff, guys, and then I'm going to list a few items on eBay, and then I'm going to go pass out for about 6 hours. And then we're going to get up and go thrifting, so make sure you put on your good shoes. Alright, my friends, we'll talk to you later. If you guys enjoy the video, please give me a like. If you have any questions or comments, let me know below. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. Have a great night, guys.